FlossTube, I'm Jessie. Welcome to my channel, Bubba Jessie Stitches, and today is Flossoween number 28 because today is October 28th. It's Friday! And Halloween's in 4 days. It's on Monday. Yay, so exciting. Are y'all ready? I don't think we're ready, although we do now have candy, which we did not have until last night. And, but I don't know if we know for sure what we're doing as a costume. And I think it might be a little too late for us to really plan something. But we'll see. We'll see. Halloween parties this weekend for anybody? We are not. We do have plans for the weekend, but nothing Halloween related. So, but yeah. It's a gloomy day here in the greater Houston area. Rainy today. Some street flooding happening as far as I'm aware, though. No big flooding. So, bringing in a cold front, but not quite chilly yet. So, it's it's perfect stay-at-home weather, tea weather if it was actually cold. But you know what that means for me. Stitching! We're actually going to be watching shows and stitching tonight. So that because we do actually have quite a bit of plans for tomorrow. So all right then. So let's talk some stitching. So last night, I did plan on filming and uploading, even though I did have plans for last night, but our internet went out like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like at 2 p.m. And, we checked, our internet provider didn't report any outages in the area or anything like that. We did all of the troubleshooting and all that kind of stuff. And it turned out that we were like, okay, well, we don't know what's going on. So got on the phone with the service provider and was going through all the troubleshooting with them. Finally, like after about almost an hour of all of this, right? Our service provider on the phone was like, I can't figure out what's going on. I'm going to have to go ahead and schedule a technician to come out. And I was like, oh, well, unexpected day off on Friday because I work from home and I need the internet. And right when he was getting ready to schedule, he says, oh, looks like there's an outage in the area. And sure enough, the outages started getting reported, and we ended up with no internet at all for the neighborhood. And in fact, it was pretty widespread by 6 p.m. And it did come back on around 11:30 is when it got restored, but no internet at all last night. But we were not home. We were at a show, and I'll have a little clip at the end, which was that we had to go see Alexa, who is a K-pop singer, but you, depending on where you are located and whether or not you were able to watch it, may know her as the winner of America Song Contest, which, for those of you who did not watch that over the summer, American Song Contest is our response, I guess, to Eurovision. So it was a singer-songwriter from each of our 50 states, and they competed by regions and voting and all that kind of good stuff. What was really funny about watching that was that my husband and I had some favorites, and she was always in our top 5. And our favorites never quite made it, or they would eventually get knocked down. And so, but she was one of the ones who was consistent, who kept moving on. But there was this other guy that I don't know how to describe him. I'm not even sure what kind of music he does. Poppy music, I guess. Not like pop music, but like. Actually, I don't know. If y'all know, if y'all watch it and you remember this guy, put it in the comments. Remind me what kind of music he did. Anyways, but like, so I think like Eurovision, I'm not sure because I don't really watch Eurovision, so I don't know what the criteria is. I know of it. I see performances, but I don't know how it works. So, but the way that American Song Contest worked was that there would be these industry specialists or whoever, insiders, who would vote for the performers that they liked. And those are the ones who like automatically move forward or they get a certain amount of points and that kind of stuff. Well, there's this guy, I think from Washington State, who I guess was a big deal in the industry because even like Kelly Clarkson was like, I can't wait to work with him, and it was just like I don't know who this guy is, but we did not think his song was that fantastic. We were like, generic song, kind of boring, we didn't love it. I'm sure there were people who liked it. It was not our fave. We liked Alexa. And so the night of the finale, when we're watching the votes come in, he's getting all of like the votes from like the industry experts and everything. And so by the time it was all said and done with all of the industry votes came in, he was at the top. And And Alexa was like not the bottom, but she was like the third to the bottom, right? Like she was not at the, not even the top half based on the industry experts. And it was the most satisfying watch to see the public vote come in. Has each state or each region report, or sent in their votes, or their votes got tallied up, and she just moved up, moved up, moved up. She won, I think, every single state, because like she smacked him. Like it was and she ended up winning. So anyways, she's doing her first US tour. She's a K-pop performer. My husband found out like on Tuesday night randomly that she was going to be in Houston performing, and so we got some tickets. I asked him on our drive there, I was like, do you think we'll be the oldest people there? And he's like, no, definitely not. We probably were pretty close up there. I mean, there definitely was I'm a cool mom kind of moms there, but like, we were, but that being said, I'm in my mid 40s. That's about the age of moms of people in their teens and early 20s, depending on when they had their children. So, just saying. Anyways, but it's fine. I don't know how much the YouTube police may capture, so I'm going to do about the same. I'm going to clip about 30-45 seconds, and hopefully it allows it to go through, even though there'll be a copyright claim. But the hope is just that they will allow, that her people allow the clips to show up on YouTube. So hopefully, if it's muted, sorry, but hopefully you'll be able to see it. All right, let's talk stitching. So, not last night because I was out, but the night before, again, repetitive mode, working on my 13 days of fandom stitching, and working on a different project for 13 days. And so 2 nights ago, I brought out Lady Justice by Mirabilia. Here it is. And I had to do some frogging. I won't bore you with my frogging details. That slowed me down a bit, but I did put in about 300 stitches into it. And so here it is. Let's see if I can fold it down, make it a little easier to hold. So here it is, and I'm continuing down the wrap. So this is the end of the wrap, and just go down. I filled in the center there from when you last saw it, and I put in about 300 or so stitches into it, but I frogged and restitched about 100. So only just goes to show counting is hard. So I'm doing this 2/2 and 32 count Lugana Coda Doves by Atomic Range Fabrics. So there it is. Hoping to work on this a little bit more in 2023. I have a lot of projects now, and I don't know if I'm going to continue on with my No New Starts project with the road trip, or just stick to the fandom. It is a little hard to sustain all of the different challenges, but I do my best. So there's that. And then continuing on my one project, my focus project for 13 days, we did do day 10 yesterday, or day 11, day 10 or day 11, on Haunted House by Forbidden Fiber Co. This was the countdown box last year. Everything is by Forbidden Fiber Co. Fabric, floss, and pattern. It's 32 count linen opalescent, Dappled Moonlight. And I'm done with everything. I'm just filling in the moon. And I put in 100 stitches yesterday. My goal was at least 100 stitches every time I picked up a project, so I didn't get a whole lot done, but 100 is 100, and it's just filling in a few rows here. So this is my project for tonight. A little less focus on that. The goal is 400 stitches tonight. I think I should be able to accomplish that without any real problems. And then 300 for Saturday and Sunday, and that should actually finish the piece for the most part, I think. So yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. I did look at my teas, and my teas for yesterday. The was Nuts About You was the Rest in Peace tea, and it's dark chocolate chili sticky chai. Not sure if I'm gonna like that because I don't like spicy things. I've never had sticky chai, I don't think. And then this one is today's is Rest in Peace Lazy Boy How sad. And this tea is called Black Magic Matcha. Lots of matcha and lots of sticky chais in this box. So I'm excited because it's all new things, but there's like it's recipes. So I gotta figure it out. All right. Continuing on opening our boxes. So yesterday we're doing 31 Days of Haunted America. October 27th was yesterday. This is from Fangirl Fibers. Okay. All right, we got our story, and then we have... Oh, it's a thesaurus tea. So we got some tea. It looks like it is Winchester Mansion is the name of the tea. Oh, interesting. The flavor profile on the back says, what does one do when trapped in a haunted house? Drink reassuring tea, of course. This woody chocolate and orange tea will help you survive any ordeal. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. All right. And so the tea story for yesterday is the Mark Twain House in Hartford, Connecticut. Mark Twain's house is haunted. Interesting. Guess he still has a story to tell or two. Twain lived at this address from 1900 to 1901, and if you visit it, you will see a small bronze plaque in his honor. The beautiful 1830s townhome already had a reputation for being haunted at the time he moved in. Twain, though, was an inveterate skeptic who mocked the idea of ghosts and refused to believe in the unexplained. He even expressed his disbelief in a short story approximately called A Ghost Story, in which a ghost haunted his own fake corpse. Even the sight of a truly unexplained phenomena couldn't shake Twain's skepticism. One night he saw a piece of kindling wood move by itself near the fireplace. He grabbed a pistol and shot at it. The kindling fell to the floor where Twain saw a few drops of blood. No intruders, human or animal, were ever found to explain the event. Though Twain sniffed, he was sure it was just a rat and still refused to believe that what he had seen sprung from supernatural sources. Don't wood fall around in a fireplace? Isn't that a thing? Just saying. Look at me giving explanations to supernatural causes. No. These days, Twain's ghost is said to appear to current residents of 14 West 10th Street on the first floor and at the lower level landing of the staircase. Some say the house is haunted by no fewer than 22 spirits, the ghosts of people who formerly lived and died in the house. Perhaps Twain does take his place among this cavalcade of shades, or perhaps is merely wishful thinking on the part of those who spot the spirit. After all, who doesn't love a good celebrity ghost? Very interesting. How do they know it was blood? I want explanations to things. Today's opening is the 31 Days of Haunted America, October 28th. Let's see what we got. Ooh, it's thick. I think it might be floss sharp. Oh, no. What a big old lie on my part. It was not. It is a lovely needle minder. Look at this. From Fangirl Fibers. Come on. It says, I love long romantic walks through haunted houses. Come on, focus. Wants to focus on me. There it goes. Let's see if I do this. There it goes. Isn't that lovely? I love that Craftsman font. It's always one of my favorites. The needle minders have been fantastic in this batch. All right. The Lizzie Borden B&B in Fall River, Massachusetts. The Lizzie Borden House in Fall River, Massachusetts is the site of one of the country's most infamous crimes. Even if you don't know much about New England history, you've probably heard the rhyme about the axe and the 40 whacks. Andrew and Abby Borden were murdered with an axe in 1892, and Andrew's daughter, Abby's stepdaughter, Lizzie, was tried and acquitted of the crime. The trial became one of the most widely circulated news stories of the day, and even though Lizzie was set free, she was never truly forgiven by the public, as they suspected she was the true killer. The home is now a fully functional bed and breakfast, housing guests from all over the country. You can even stay in the Lizzie suite and sleep in the bed she slept in. Reports consist of spectral cats, apparitions, self-rocking rocking chairs, and even that Lizzie herself still haunts the home, choking guests that lay in her bed. Oh, this are bad. The dining room table on which guests enjoy the meal is where Abby and Andrew were autopsied. Well, hopefully not. Seems like a bad idea. Guests who stay at Lizzie Borden's house have captured photos of strange anomalies floating by their beds, noise coming from inside wardrobes, footsteps, laughter like that of Lizzie's the morning of the murders, and some have even reported being touched by an unseen hand while they slept. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, right? Old houses, at some point in time, people die in old houses, right? I mean, that's just the nature of it, right? People do pass away. That is the nature of the life cycle. You own a building long enough, eventually someone dies in the home. So I don't think that people should be wigged out by that kind of stuff, right? Because it's just, it's natural, unless you believe that people get haunted. I don't know how I would feel about staying in a place that was a scene of an infamous crime. Would you? Would you stay in the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast? Have you? All right. This is a long video because of all the things. And don't forget, a few minutes after this, we have a little clip of Alexa. So check her out if you are interested. And let's finish this off with, oh, you're going to love this one. Why don't zombies eat clowns? Not because they're scary. They're a little funny tasting. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a spooky, stitchy time. Stitchy, spooky time. What did I say? Stitchy, spooky time. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Sorry, not sorry, I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, I'm